Guess who's back? I'm back. And why am I back? Because he's back. You know who he is. Years ago, when that orange monster was the president of the United States, I was filled with anger. I was depressed. I was sad. I made lots of YouTube videos about how incredibly stupid my country was. And then he was gone. And I was happy. And I got fat with happiness and joy. And I wasn't sad anymore. And now he's back. And I am angry. And I want to talk about it. So here I am to teach you some English related to my anger about the stupidity of my country, which, will I ever go back to America? I don't know. Will they ever let me back in America? I don't know, because I talk too much. Starting now. Welcome to City English. I'm Cherry. City, C.I.T.Y, stands for Can I Teach You? Can I teach you has two meanings. One meaning is permission. May I teach you? Is it okay with you? The other meaning is ability. Can I teach you? Do I have the skills? Welcome to City English. Yay! We're gonna learn the words related to tain. Attain, obtain, detain, sustain, retain, maintain, contain, all of those. Today, I'm going to teach you words that include the word tain and how to use them, when to use them, the difference in using them. Okay, so the thing that made me angry is, of course, the detaining of 475 people at a Hyundai plant in Georgia. We've talked about this before. The whole situation is steeped in racism, and there's no logic to it. If you try to understand this from a rational mind, you're not going to understand why this happened. But basically, we have a goblin, an evil demon of a creature in the administration named Stephen Miller. And Stephen Miller does not like anyone who's not white. So he has encouraged the American government, specifically ICE. ICE is the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. He has encouraged them to start rounding up, gathering, collecting, arresting immigrants. Now, it started with Latinos or brown people. And he also wants to take away birthright citizenship. As you know, America is kind of unique because America has two types of citizenship. You can be a citizen because your parents were born in that country, the United States, or you can be a citizen because you were born on the soil. Most countries don't have that. If I had a kid in Korea, my kid would not If I had a kid with a foreigner in Korea, that kid would not be Korean just because they're born in Korea, because Korea does not have birthright citizenship. However, if I had a kid with a Korean, then my kid would be Korean. If you would like to have a kid with me, please call me. Okay, anyway, so Stephen Miller wants to get rid of birthright citizenship. So recently, Stephen Miller raised the requirement of how many immigrants should be arrested every day. He wants 3,000 immigrants arrested every day. So ICE, including Christine Ohm, who's a dog killer, I'll tell you about that another time, they went to the Hyundai plant because it's, in English, an easy score. That was very easy to get 400 people. However, they did not think about the fact that, one, in the grand scale of American racism, we're not to Asians yet. I'll explain that in another video, but it wasn't time. Two, they forgot that Hyundai is in Georgia, so we have money and we need a plant to make money. So they're getting in the way of money, and Trump, he just likes money. So they're causing problems. So they went into the factory and they detained 475 people. of those 475 people, 300 of them were Korean nationals, Korean citizens, who were not, they didn't cross the border from Mexico and run in and get these jobs illegally. They're skilled workers. They're skilled workers who had visas, and they either overstayed their visa or they didn't have the right visa, but all this was extremely unnecessary. Anyway, so back to the words we're going to learn today. So the Korean employees could not obtain the correct visa. Therefore, they were detained by the American government. And that is why we are in this situation and why I'm going to teach you very useful words related to Tain. Okay, so let's go over the words. I want you to think about T-A-I-N, Tain, as meaning keep. So the easiest way to think about these words is to think about keep. Our first word is going to be obtain. Obtain means begin to keep. So I went to the store and I bought some milk. I obtained some milk. I went to the immigration office and I applied for a visa. I'm trying to obtain a visa. I'm trying to begin to keep. So obtain is begin to keep. Now, retain is continue to keep. I obtained a visa 10 years ago, and I have retained my visa since then. What other words or what other sentences? When I worked in American schools, if you could not pass to the next level, you were retained in the same grade. They keep you in the same grade. So retain is keep. However, we have maintain. The difference between retain and maintain is maintain means to keep in the same condition. I take my car to the mechanic to maintain it. I'm trying to maintain my sanity. I'm trying to keep my mental health, my sanity in the same condition. But because of the orange monster, I cannot. So retain, keep, maintain, keep in the same condition, hopefully good condition. Sustain. Sustain is to keep with support. I eat food to sustain myself. I eat food to keep myself alive. My salary sustains my life. My salary keeps my life in the same kind of way condition. So sustain is to keep with support. Detain. Detain is to keep from moving forward, to keep from leaving, to keep in the same place. So, because of my meeting, I was detained. I'm going to be late. When you watch video of police officers, am I arrested? Am I arrested? No, you are detained, meaning you must stay here. I am keeping you from leaving. So all of these words have keep. So the problem with the situation in Georgia was that the workers could not obtain the right visa, so they were detained by ICE. And yeah, there are some other words like contain. Contain means keep inside. Attain is more academic knowledge, not academic knowledge, but progress. Entertain, keep amused. Pertain, keep related to. So there are other words, but the main ones we just talked about. So I hope that this was useful for you. I hope that you are maintaining your sanity and that you are lucky enough to not have to. I hope that America is not killing your spirit like it is killing my spirit. But anyway, I'm angry. So since I'm angry, that probably means I'm back. So, yay! Okay, bye!